Hi everybody, welcome to another language learning tip from LeTutor Language School. Today we're going to talk about pronunciation and accent. And before that, I want to give you a quick update on how things are coming along with our school grand opening. We hope to be open the third week of August and have our grand opening event that same week. And we just got our new logoed polo shirts in. They look really good, and we'll be giving a few of those away at our grand opening event, so hope to see you there. Regarding pronunciation and accent, it's really important. You know, it's not something that every beginner wants to be focusing heavily on, but they do need to be aware of it and be working it into their language learning studies. Advanced students, it may be something that you want to focus on more heavily. We've all been there. You're speaking with a non-native English speaker, and communication is very difficult. They may know all of the words, they can understand you, but for some reason they have a difficult time with pronunciation and accent in English. And when we learn a foreign language, we have the same problem. It makes communication so much easier when you're able to pronounce correctly and have an accent that is native-like. And so some of the ways that we can study that and work on it are, number one, learn the alphabet. Learn the sounds that each individual letter makes, and then the compound sounds. For example, in Spanish, a double L is silent. In French, an AU makes an O sound. And so we need to be aware of those and make sure that we're pronouncing them correctly. Sometimes it just takes a little habit, practice to develop that habit so that when we do speak extemporaneously, we're not reverting back to our English pronunciations for those sounds. One of my favorite things or techniques that I always rely on is when you learn slow, you learn fast. And that doesn't mean spending hours and hours learning one thing, but don't try and go speed through it. Break it down, analyze it, and then practice it slowly. I think that it helps to build muscle memory for your mouth movement and your tongue placement. It's not something you have to do with everything, but I think especially for developing speaking fluency, it helps a lot. Take a single word, break down each syllable, make sure you're pronouncing each individual letter or letter combination correctly. And then do that with sentences as well. Make sure that you're using the correct rhythm in that sentence. Break it down, slow it down, and then as you develop the muscle memory and the habit, you can speed it up. And when you do finally speed up, you'll still carry that same correct pronunciation and accent with you, instead of trying to garbling and mumbling your words when you try and speed up and sound like a native speaker. It won't sound forced, basically. Last, pick a muse. Pick someone whose accent you really enjoy, whether it be a friend who's a native speaker, an actor, a singer, anything that you can get a recording for and mimic it. Become a copycat. It's a definite skill that should be desirable. Practice copycatting, whether you're watching a movie, replay scenes over and over, mimicking that one line, or take a tape of your friend and yourself having a conversation and mimic their part of it, and do that over and over. Focus on one sentence until you feel like you've got it down really well, and move on to the next. And you can also use that for your letter, or on an individual word basis. Break those down as well and replay them over and over. Those three things combined, picking a muse and becoming a copycat, slowing down and learning the alphabet sounds and compound sounds, will help you tremendously in developing your pronunciation and accent to become native-like. So I hope you enjoyed our language learning tip. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our blog regularly. And if you like us, link to our blog. Tell others about us. We love to hear feedback from you and find out about your language learning techniques. Thanks a lot. Check out letutor.com/blog.